everyone, this is Kat. I do have to wonder. How does you perceiving someone else's sins being worse than your own suddenly make your sin perfectly fine and dandy? Scriptures does not teach that. Scriptures teaches that all sin is equal to God. I'm tired of watching my friends being torn down simply because people have the need to be arrogant. The Pharisee and the tax collector parable always comes back to mind. The Pharisee in the parable fully believed he was just and did not need to repent, but that other people needed to repent. Meanwhile, the tax collector was on his hands and knees repenting. The one got blessed was the tax collector, not the Pharisee. So I don't understand what were the mindset that my sin is justified because yours is worse comes from. But it's not from God, evidently. Jesus never approved of such a mindset. If folks are so convinced that lying is justified just because they perceive Chanel's sin is worse than their own, they need to take a look in the mirror. From what I'm seeing, Chanel is very humble, and the people who point their fingers and accuse her are not. But they say to humble ourselves, but yet they are not humble. Should they not take the log out of their own eye before going after the specks in the eyes of others? But no, they're not doing that. Oh, why not? Why would they do that? I mean, it would only be the correct thing to do. Jesus taught not to be a hypocrite. Yet, folks have decided that being a hypocrite is perfectly alright, apparently. If Jesus were standing right here, would they look him in the eyes and say her sin was worse than my sin, therefore mine is okay and justified? Or would they then have to acknowledge what they've done? I'm beginning to wonder if people are ever going to wake up to the fact that truth matters in all instances before Jesus returns, or if Jesus is going to come back to this mess. I believe God can perform miracles. Maybe he will perform a miracle. But it really looks like, to me, it looks like Jesus is going to return to the mess and return to the hypocrisy. And no one's going to be ashamed of anything they've said and done to Chanel and Brant until he's standing right there in front of them. I could be wrong. I hope I am. But they don't want any truth. They're acting like lying is okay in the truth community. Well, lies are never going to be perfectly okay, especially not in the truther community. Proclaiming you have a love of the truth and then telling a lie does, however, show me for a fact that having a love of the truth is not a requirement to see the Mandela effect. If that were so, there would be certain people who currently would not see the Bible changed at all. So, since love of the truth is not a requirement to see the Mandela effect, what kind of mistake do we make when trying to piece the whole puzzle together, I wonder? I'm really curious to know. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll see everybody next time.